Hey, what's up everybody? Real quick, I want to do a quick video about fears. I want to bring something to your perspective about fears, about how we all possess some form of a fear. Most people would tell you that they don't fear anything, that they only fear God, that they may only fear heights, or they fear this or they fear that. I don't fear nothing. I don't have a fear of anything. Well, that's a lie. You know, I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie. Because 99% of the population has fears of something, some sort. Look, when I first started getting into this mindset, I started reading more books, and I came across a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in Napoleon Hill's book, he gives in a chapter of outwitting the 6 ghosts of fear, and he talks about the 6 basic fears. And the 6 basic fears are the fear of poverty, the fear of criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of old age, the fear of loss of love, and the fear of death. And most people actually have one of those things that's actually a fear. Think about it. If you're the type that always, consciously think that you're coming down with a cold, or feel like I'm getting sick, or something's happening in my life, doesn't something happen? Don't you usually catch a cold? Doesn't something bad really happen? See, fears are nothing but a state of mind. Fears are those things that make you not move forward in life. Fears are those things that makes you stagnant. Fears are those things that make you not want to push through because you're afraid of what's happening or what could happen on the other side. Fears are those things that paralyzes the mind and checks anything that you have in life to do. Fear is one of those things that you can overcome. Fear is one of those things that you can control. Fear are one of those things that does not have to control your mind for the rest of your life. Don't you realize that you probably went through things as a child, as a young adult, as a teenager that created a fear within, or something that told you that you are afraid for some reason? Consciously or unconsciously, we have these things. Something happens directly or indirectly where we develop fears, especially fears of criticism and fears of poverty, which is why people go so hard to look good, to smell good, to look nice, to make the amount of money they want to make, because we grew up in poverty. Most of us that grew up in poverty, who are trying to earnestly make our way out of it, we fear the fact that we may go back to the way that we were before. And nobody wants to live in poverty if you're really consciously aware and know that there's something greater than poverty out there in this world. We grew up in it, we don't have to die in it. So if you do have fears, today and now is the time to overcome the fears. I had fears for years. Even getting into this mindset, even being one of those people turn to for motivation and for advice and for direction and for coaching and for this and for that. I still had fears. I still had the fears that I had to overcome within myself, because I thought to myself, wow, am I good enough? Am I great enough? Which creates the doubt, which creates the procrastination, which creates the time spent on trying to perfect, and never really move forward. But you know what? The movements that you are making, the adjustments that you will make in your time will help you move forward. So you have to get control of the fears. Again, the 6 basic fears are the fear of poverty, the fear of criticism, the fear of old age, the fear of ill health, and the fear of death. Which one of those do you fall under? Do you have any of those fears? And a lot of those fears shine through, like the fear of criticism. You may see a person who may not move forward, who may not execute on an idea, who's very indecisive in what it is that they want to do, who has a low temperance, who really can't tolerate opinions and outside influences that may come in to change their mindset. The fear of criticism makes you not want to move forward. The fear of criticism makes you say, I can't do this because somebody's going to judge me on what I do and how I think. If I choose to change how I think, if I choose to be something different, people are going to criticize me. If I choose to stand up and become something greater, if I choose to start a business. If I say to myself I'm going to be a successful person at whatever it is I choose to be, I go at it slowly because people are going to judge me. And that's a lot of people's mindset. Because you have a lot of people in your circle that may say, none of us have done that before. You can't do it. We've done it. Nobody in my family have done it. None of us are even in that. How are you going to be successful at this? But you know what? You got to believe in yourself and get over those fears and go make it happen. I know this video is a little bit long, but you know what? I hope it's impactful, and I hope that it helps those or the individuals that's listening to this particular video. Begin to face your fears. See what it is that you're actually holding yourself back from and why are you doing it. One of my fears was the fear of heights. What got me over the fear of heights was getting up on ladders and going on rooftops to help people to do roof jobs or different things, that dealt with me being on the ladder. That got me over the fear of heights. Now my next thing is probably doing skydiving or something like that, which I'm gonna be totally scared, but I'm definitely gonna do it. So one of my fears is the fear of height, and I got other fears as well that I'm working on. You should work on yours as well. So if you need help, hit me up, get at me, DM me, call me 215-782-7340. Give me a call if you need some help just facing the fears. We can figure out what we can do to get you moving forward, to start you on a program to actually help you move forward and facing your fears. So if you need help, again, DM me, email me at motivationalhealer@gmail.com, or give me a call, 215-782-7340. I'll be looking forward to getting in contact with you. Hope you guys are ready to face your fears and move forward in life. Peace.